Hey, what's up everyone? Tim here from Everyday Tactical Vids, and today we're looking at this, which is the Osage River Double Twain Hammock. So it's a double hammock. When it's all folded up, compressed like this, it's going to be 5 by 4 by about 3 inches deep. And we're going to set it up right now, and then I'm spending the night up here in the White Mountains in New Hampshire. So we're going to test it out and see what we think about it. Here's a look at the hammock still in the bag. It's going to be 9'4" by 6'2" when it's all laid out flat. In the bag, it's going to weigh 22 ounces, and you can get it in green, orange, red, and tan as well. I just want to show you the bag real quick. So there's the front, there's the back, and pretty cool feature here. It's got this clip up on top, so once you actually have it in the bag, you can clip it down to get it more compressed. You open that, then you've got the drawstring here, and then open it up and take out your hammock. Let's take a quick look here at the attachment process. So you get 2 ropes. They are doubled over like this. They've got a bunch of knots in them, and then you can see around the back here, they actually have this protective cover so that it doesn't get totally ripped up and beaten up. This tree that I have it up against is quite large. I mean, you could see I was reaching around trying to get, reach around the back of this thing, and it's probably 24 inches across, maybe 20 inches. From here over to here, and still we got plenty of room. So we're gonna put it around. We've got the knot here and the carabiner, and we'll click that one on, and then same thing at the other end. Here's the back side of your support rope on the other end, and this tree is probably about 6 inches across, so I had to double this over up here, but as you can see, we're all set up. All right guys, I'm back here to tell you my thoughts on the hammock, having used it a bit now. This is actually a couple of days after my overnight. When I got up the next morning, basically go time to leave and depart from the camping site was so early, it was still dark out, so it was a waste of time to actually try to shoot video at that point. But let me offer you some thoughts. First is, I've mentioned this before, talking about other hammocks, but when you use a hammock, you're definitely going to want to think about setting it up higher than you expect, because it's going to sag, it's going to basically settle into a position. So put your ropes up higher on the tree, and then you'll get into a good, better overall long-term position, so you're not uncomfortable. The second thing is you want to make it nice and tight. I did find I was kind of sagging. It's not a hammock issue as much as my setup issue. So set it nice and tight, and then once you get your weight in there, you won't feel like you're kind of a tiny ball falling into the middle of the hammock. You can see I have my sleeping bag in there. I would definitely recommend some sort of like a fleece liner underneath, or maybe a thermarest, something like that, a wool blanket, just to give you a little bit more insulation from that cold air that's coming up underneath. Now, I'm definitely no hammock camping expert. My standard for pretty much my whole outdoor career or experience has been a thermarest on the ground and then a sleeping bag on top of that. But I can see why people like hammocks. It's comfortable, get you up off the ground, especially when it's really cold. That ground is just sucking the warmth out of your body. Yeah, it works well, lightweight, easy to pack, all those things. I also can tell you that compared to what you're going to pay for like an Eno or a higher end hammock, this thing just does the job. There's nothing fancy, there's no bells and whistles, but it gives you all these features in it that really work well. That somebody who is really into hammocks and knows all the fine little details might say, well, this one has an advantage over that one. For me, it's all about functionality, and this one, it did quite well, and you're paying, again, around $60 for a double hammock with all the hardware that you need. I think that's really quite a good deal.